Okay, and back. So, one sec here to flip the view over. Okay, so I gave it a little longer than usual at the startup today, because there should be something happening basically the moment I log in. I'm actually curious to see what. 'Cause there's potentially a different version than normal because of where I'm docked. For a bit of a recap, the last time I streamed Elite was a couple of weeks ago, and there was a Thargoid attack in the IP-22460 system where there was a couple of capital starships battling some of the Thargoid interceptors. A fairly large incursion in that system, and they found a somehow unique Thargoid ruin there. Down in the lower left, you can see some news reports coming through about a super weapon project, the Salvation super weapon funded by Azimuth Biotech. They were doing a community goal to gather and retrieve Thargoid wreckage and debris from in the Pleiades sector to help construct an anti-Thargoid super weapon that was, according to the company, going to be able to wipe out all Thargoid presence. From what the claims they were making, it sounded like they were saying it was going to wipe everything out like galaxy-wide, but that was supposed to fire today at the server reset. I've already seen a bit of what happened, so I know what to expect when I log in here, but there's going to be some stuff kicking off like the second we log in. So we'll just go ahead and get started. I am hoping the volume is going to be loud enough. I'm going to be quiet during the cutscene, just so that there's going to be a cutscene, and I'm going to try to be quiet during that so that it doesn't drown it out if it's too quiet. If it seems like it's way too quiet, let me know and I can up the volume afterwards. Alright, we're going to do solo for now, just because I have a feeling it's going to be a pretty popular sector and I'm in a non-combat ship.
To all humankind, this is salvation. Future generations will remember our triumph today. The Thargoid threat, consigned to the past.
With my guidance, Azimuth has constructed
The means to destroy our enemy. My final gift, born from a century of sacrifice. The Proteus Wave. Our victory is delivered in this moment. Humanity's next great chapter begins now.
Proteus Wave is online, Commodore Halloran. Surface site readings are stable.
Initiate countdown sequence.
20, 19, 18.
Multiple Thargoid interceptors approaching. Just a few more seconds.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Proteus Wave has been successfully deployed.
Analyzing Thargoid vessels. No life signs. And the rest of the Thargoid fleet? Similar reports from across the system. They're shutting down. We finally did it.
I'm picking up an energy surge near... No, from the Proteus Wave site. Thargoid markers, but amplified past anything I
Shut
see.
the weapon down! Now!
I want to stop it.
Warning. Thrusters offline.
What just happened? Report!
The Thargoids! They're alive!
Controls are not responsive! All systems offline! Engineering! We need power! Now! All crew!
Okay, now then. I was docked on that ship. So I'm curious to see what's about to happen. I've heard some conflicting reports on what I'm expecting when I log in here. But yeah, the super weapon seems to have backfired. And we'll see a bit more on that when we get there. I actually don't have a perfect example on my ship, but I can describe a bit of what the effects of this have been. Alright, what do we got? We're dead in the air. Alright. Come on. Reboot me. There we go.
Thrusters online.
Where is my Thargoid base? First of all, where's my ship? Yeah, there's the Bright Sentinel. The ship they were using to construct this. And that is pretty thoroughly offline. There's a handful of like data recorder logs you can get around here. Unfortunately, I have a feeling I'm not going to get much of a chance to find the computer logs nearby here, or is it going to be? Canister, black box, yeah. Contacts, there we go. Ship log, uplink. Let's see if we can get into range.
Warning, shield breach attack.
Oh.
Under attack. Taking damage.
Yeah, that's what I thought. We're not going to have a chance to do that right now, because we're already under attack. So, get the heck out of here.
Shields offline.
And this ship cannot hold up in combat against those guys, so we are going to try to get away as fast as we can.
Charging.
And
Frameshift drive charging.
there we go. Charging and escape, hopefully?
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah,
Warning,
alright.
hazardous environment.
So you just heard there that warning hazardous environment. So, one of the two main ways of battling Thargoids has been Guardian weaponry. There's another type of alien species we've encountered called the Guardians that seem to have fought a war against the Thargoids at some point in the past. See if we can find, there's a site that I'm looking for somewhere here. If we go to the contacts, navigation, yeah, what have we got here? Good lord. What is this? But yeah, there was a weapons system we were developing that was going to be utilizing Guardian tech to attack the Thargoids in the system, and seems to have backfired. Okay, just a second here. We're going to try and find somewhere on the surface of this planet is where that weapon was located. I believe it was this planet. Let's check real quick. If I open the system map, I should be able to find it pretty easily. Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah, it should be this one. So let's see if we can find... It should be pretty easy to spot. I don't know why I'm not seeing it yet. Let me try heading around just a little bit. I can't remember if it's on C or on B. It's fairly easy to spot, so I'll know it when I see it. Yeah, we got a bunch of debris fields. So every single piece of Guardian technology in this system has been knocked out, and that includes like players' ships. If you have any Guardian devices installed on your ship, they immediately stop, well, not immediately, but rapidly stop functioning as you enter the system. Like, they start taking like component damage. I don't have any on my ship, so I'm not like really able to demonstrate that, but that means that a lot of the like builds that people were using for Thargoid combat are offline right now. Okay, nothing here. Where is it? Like somewhere on the surface here, we should be seeing a big green glowing light. And unfortunately, I'm not getting good coordinates on where that is. I'd like to find this, so give me a second to see. Then B, yeah. What if we go... Let's fly back to here. Let's fly back to the Bright Sentinel and then try looking directly below it. Because it was, like, directly below it in the cutscene. We'll try, like, looping back around. And we're basically just going to fly, like, straight at the planet. So these planets are currently permit locked, so you're unable to land on them. So I can't just, like, set down and go take a look. But we should be able... come in a little more slowly. I think I want to come in from basically exactly the angle this thing is at. Let's see if we can spot it on the surface. There should be
Orbital flight engaged.
a fairly visible disruption on the planet's surface. I guess we'll just, yeah, hold on. I guess we'll just kind of, like, orbit the planet like this. See if we can find it. 'Cause at least here I'll be able to see. Oh my god, that planet generation is a little rough. Odyssey changed some of the way the system, or the game generates its planet surfaces, and I would argue not for the better. We're just gonna keep a nice slow loop around here. I'm hoping I didn't miss it. I've only been off for like a couple hours, so I would hope that wasn't like too long. Let's try going in. We'll go ahead and try dropping out of Super Cruise. Maybe if you drop out of Super Cruise, we get something. This is probably just gonna, like, basically dunk me, but we'll see. Anything at all.
Hazardous environment.
Hazardous environment, yeah. Huh. Okay, well. Let's retreat out for just a second here. And I'm gonna and see if I can look up the
Friendship
coordinates for
drive
this.
charging.
Because there is a very cool looking visual effect they added for this.
Warning, hazardous
Like, we
environment.
should be safe to just chill here. Give me one moment. I'm just going to put it on BRB so I can click out. Hip 22460 10B surface site coordinates. Black flight. Three unknown structures as well. Coordinates. Guardian, yes, yes, yes. Let's just see if we go on to the newest posts on the Reddit, if that wants to tell me where I can find. So the destroyed ship can still issue you fines. Good to know. Do we have coordinates here? Because yeah, I can still see the huh. Anything as far as coordinates go? No? Well, that's a bit of a bummer. Check one more spot for some coordinates, and then if not, I guess I'll just have to try doing another little lap here. It's possible also that they already removed the visual effect, which is a darn shame if they did. Like, this only went live, like, I don't know, 6-7 hours ago. It'd be a bit of a bummer if they did this, like, in the middle of the morning in the US and no one had a chance to see it. Yeah, debris field, debris field. Can we get a picture? No pictures, no pictures. I've got a lot of posts here, but no pictures. Alright, last spot to check is there was a YouTube stream I was watching earlier. We'll check their video for coordinates. Nothing there. Okay, how about... Can I watch the VOD, or is it going to be offline? Yeah, if we go into here, can I find wherever the VOD is, and is there coordinates? Because he found this thing that I'm talking about in his stream, and so there should be coordinates from the time he was there. Or not. I mean, I know he found it. I'm just trying to see if I can find where it was when he found it. What have we got here? No, nothing there. This is coming back to this. Got more capital ships shot down. Well, that's a bummer. Alright, well then we're just gonna have to do this the manual way. Flip me around, we'll go back, we'll take a look. Somewhere on one of these two planets, there should be a giant glowing green thing. Like, I'm not seeing it right now, and it should definitely be visible even on like the dark side or the light side of the planet. We're just gonna have to go and do some loops. Unfortunately, the only picture I could find, the person in question had just been hit by a Thargoid knockout pulse, so their HUD was offline and they don't have coordinates on screen. Which is a bit less than useful. It does look like possibly they've just switched it off though, because I should be able to see it by now. Like it was very large. There's the surface site. You could find like a bunch of green pulsating energy just kind of like flowing out of the surface site continuously. It was very cool looking. Unfortunately, it looks like it also may not be a thing anymore. Like, 'cause I'm not seeing any sign of anything. It was like super visible from orbit, so it's possible that's just already powered off. Like, we're just kind of slowly circling the planet here looking for anything, and I'm not finding much of anything. Pulling away a little bit here. Keep it a little closer. Anything at all? Nope. And I'm still not seeing anything on my contacts or nearby navigation as far as surface sites go. Got a bunch of debris fields, but... And all of the ships in the area have been knocked out. Let's go see if we can find... I saw a Imperial capital ship when we were flying around a minute ago. Let's go see if we can find that. Large debris field, small debris field. Unexplored. Large debris field, huge debris field. There was somewhere around here a destroyed Imperial capital ship. I'm also curious what happened to everybody that had their carriers parked here. This mega ship, no. There it is. Alright. This should be one of the big Imperial ships. This is, I think, the one that we saw a couple weeks ago that was fighting off a few of the interceptors. And yeah, you can see that. Why do I have mail? Pilots alert, evacuation urged to withdraw. Proteus wave failed to eliminate Thargoid forces of the system. Energy pulse of unknown origin deployed shortly after the device's activation. Shut down all human ships in the system. Majority of the human fleet was destroyed by Thargoid forces as a result. Surviving pilots have been advised to retreat to a safe system. Further information will be provided by a Galnet. Under Thargoid control, areas considered extremely dangerous. We've not yet confirmed whether further shutdown pulse remains a possibility. Commanders who choose to investigate the aftermath should ensure their vessels are appropriately outfitted for Thargoid encounters. Well, I didn't do that. Fine though. I'm appropriately fitted to run away, which is the plan. If we encounter anything. But yeah, according to some of the reports I've seen, this like hazardous environment that they've set up in this system, where a bunch of the Guardian tech doesn't work and whatever, is just the first part of this. They're going to be doing some further updates down the line from what people have data mined and whatever. That there's going to be some sort of new aspects to Thargoid combat, which may be enough to get me interested in checking it out eventually. We're doing like. They're eventually going to be like researching tech that will function within these areas, and that roar you kind of hear at the end of the cutscene implies that we might be seeing a new type of ship, Thargoid ship, appearing in the near future. Because there's been a long time speculation that what we've been seeing right now, like the interceptors and all that stuff, are just like the equivalent of what we're flying, and there still isn't like a capital ship. Ah, there it is. There's the one I was watching fight the other day. So yeah. It's a bit dead. And yeah, this is like every ship in the system. If you go anywhere in the system right now, every single capital ship, every station, it's all dead. That's, like I said, it makes me wonder what happened to like player ships, because there were a lot of player carriers parked in this system, and I don't think there's a system in place for player carriers being destroyed. So I'm not really sure what they would have done to the carriers. Ah, crap. What do we got? Hello? Ah, just the regular.
Energy surge detected.
Okay, well we got knocked out, but I did get a boost off, so we're flying away fairly quickly. Should be fine. Carriers are probably very dead. All the NPC stuff's dead. I'm just like, carriers are a colossal investment on a player's part. It is like billions of credits with like hundreds of millions of credits of maintenance fee every week. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on.
Online. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh. Power limits exceeded. And we're dead. Where's it gonna respawn me? Because the ship I was docked at is dead. It's all dead because no, it's this is the first new content we've had in a long time. Actually, we got some really interesting stuff going on here. Yes, this ship, rebuy please for 500,000 credits. Buy everything, yes. Baker's Prospect. Where are you putting me? Yeah, I might actually do a little bit of work to try and build up an actual, like, anti-Thargoid ship. I've never done, like, any Thargoid combat in this game, or much combat at all, really. I don't know if I've ever actually done any combat in this. But this might be enough to get me interested in taking a look at this. I've always liked the exploration, the sightseeing. But it sounds like they're putting some real focus on putting some more interesting aspects. Where the hell are we? Baker's Prospect, open system map. What system am I in? Where am I? Hello? Try that again. It popped up after a second. There we go. We are in Acellus Primus. Where the hell is that and why am I here? Open galaxy map. Oh. So that line you can kind of see extending there, past behind everything, is where we were. This reset me all the way back into the bubble. Like, the far side of the bubble. Maybe this was like the last system I was docked at? No idea. I believe this is one of the engineers' stations. Take a quick look here. Engineer's workshop? Yeah. I was like, can we do anything? I think we've already got it fully optimized. Right, okay. Interesting. What do we got from Galnet? Is there anything going on the news feeds right now? Where do they even move the news feeds to? Reputation, finance, permits, factions. Galnet news. What does the news have to say about this? Contact lost after Proteus wave fired. Contact with ships in HIP 22460 unexpectedly terminated following Proteus wave's activation. As intended, energy pulse from Salvation's Guardian-based weapon disabled all Thargoids in system, followed by a second pulse of similar intensity from an undetermined source, which rendered the Bright Sentinel megaship powerless. Thargoid vessels displayed signs of returning to life, after which all comms channels fell silent. Alliance Defense Force, Federal Navy, and Imperial Navy have verified they are no longer receiving signals from their capital ships. Azimuth Biotech has been unable to contact the Bright Sentinel or Heart of Taurus. No word from Salvation or any Azimuth personnel within the system. Some news feeds have begun publishing eyewitness reports from independent pilots, claiming the Thargoids have resumed attacking all human ships. Statements have not been independently verified. Superpowers are insisting on caution until the status of the Thargoid fleet can be ascertained. They've advised that non-military ships should avoid entering the system until further notice. Yeah, that seems about accurate. But yeah, I think we're going to call that apart for now. I just kind of wanted to take a look at what the current events are, because this seems like it's going to be an evolving situation over the next, like, several weeks. And I might take some time in my free time to, like, look into Thargoid combat builds and what I'm going to need to do to get that all built up. I think I have the credits for it. I just don't think I might need to do some grinding to unlock some of the tech. But yeah, thanks for joining, and I will see you next time.